Runk.
Here we go. It is episode 390 of Congratulations. Wow. Cue the music.
Crazy, 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 congratulations. Crazy.
It's really great because it is episode 390, which means we're zeroing in on 400, which is just absolutely unbelievable. Never thought we'd do 400. Thought we would do 4. We're doing that times 100. And it is July. It's hot. Right now, I'm probably in, well, maybe not yet. I don't know. I'm banking some episodes because I'm going to be in Australia. Perth, Adelaide, Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, and Auckland, New Zealand. Crystalia.com. Go get your tickets. Come see me. I'm right there. I'm there. I'm there a lot now. I'm like pretty much there now. I'm going to try and like jump in a kangaroo's pouch, not patch. Just pouch, just jump in, just see how slimy it is, huh? Because they're not slimy, right? I'll just put some stuff in there, like it's a duffel bag, and then pull it out and see how slimy it gets, you know? Just put my N64 in there or something like that. Maybe my Nintendo 64 with the controllers, you know? Just stick them on in there, then get them out, start playing, just start ripping games, you know? Just playing them, and then what happens is they get all slimy, you know? So yeah, come see me in Perth and Auckland and all that places, you know, Adelaide. Got 2 shows in Brisbane because they like me in Brisbane. Melbourne. And Sydney, yeah. So that's it. Australians really killing it, eh? If you've ever met an Australian, you've met somebody with tattoos all over their body, because Australians have so many tattoos because they're an island of people who just don't really care, you know. Put a flame on it or something when they go to the tattoo shop. Here's an Australian that goes to the tattoo shop. I don't know, just maybe like a bicycle or something. I don't know. Here's my impression of an Australian at a tattoo shop that just walked in with his hands in his pockets. Hey, I don't know. Maybe like 4-leaf clover or something. I'm not sure. Like a devil with an 8-ball. It doesn't matter really. Just got to get covered, mate. You know, because I'm so Australian. You know how many Australians don't have tattoos? 4. But yeah. So anyway, that's what's up. I was at the. I played 2 interesting gigs this weekend. Well, I played 4 actually, but I played 2 out of the norm ones. I was at the Kookaburra Lounge on Hollywood and Highland, which was really fun. It's a great club. It's a really nice club, and it's got no business being that nice. I walk in and you're like, wow. Why is this so nice? The sound system is amazing, and it's like the 7th or 8th week it's going, and it just opened. And if you have a chance, go check that club out. It's amazing. Just go check it out because it will be a good time no matter who's playing. But also see who's playing there, the Kookaburra Lounge. But I was there and I had a great time with some of my buds, and did a show there, and. Excuse me. I also was at the, what do you call it? The End in South Bay, which is what it's called. It's called The End. And I did a show with Brian Callen, and man, was it fun. We did a little, we do those quick and dirty videos, Brian Callen and I. We did a quick and dirty video. We kind of going to make it a quick and dirty thing. The acting challenge went off really well with everyone. So we took it live. We went live on stage and did the acting challenge, and people threw out suggestions. And we acted our asses off, and so go check that out when it comes out. It'll be coming out soon. But anyway, and then I also have another crowd work video too, because the crowd was absolutely insane. I did like 25 minutes of crowd work. Whatever, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, mate. I don't know, like Dreamcatcher or something. How about like a frog in a top hat, huh? Michigan J frog or something? That's an Australian going into it. It doesn't matter. Just on my forearm right there, just like a frog or something. Frog on a lily. Doesn't matter. Just start drawing, mate. Start drawing. We'll figure it out later. Cover it up. Just cover it. Just get a full black sleeve, mate. Right? Doesn't matter. I'll come in and cover it up. It doesn't matter. Put something up there, so I'll have to put something up there afterwards, huh, mate? Just want to get completely covered, huh? Just face black. Well, they'll say it's black face until I get my whole body covered. I'll just be black body. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I have to stop talking like that. But yeah, so it was super fun. Had a great time. Asked Brian Callen to do 30 minutes before me, and he did 40. So that's cool. And he does too long. Something is up with him in time, dude. You're just like, yo, be there at 3:15 he'll show up. And it's annoying, right? Because, especially as a comic, you need to be where you say you're going to be at a certain time because you're going to have to go on stage. But anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, you know. We were having a blast this week. We really were. I went up at the Laugh Factory too, and man, it's amazing how much my mood changes. Oh, hey, dude, he's insecure. Yeah, dude. Oh man, he's more insecure than he thought he was. Yeah, dude, that's great, man. But it's okay because he's young. He's 44 and he's figuring it out. Oh, it's all right, dude. 6 years away from 50, all good, man. Wow, he's figuring out how insecure he is. You know, if I go up and have a fine set, I come home, maybe I'll be ho-hum. If I go up, I have a bad set, I come home, I'll be upset. If I come home after a great set, dude, my wife better be ready. Like, I came home I had a great show. It was like Saturday Night Live. It was like Saturday night. It was a great lineup. And it was one of those, so I was a special guest, right? So it was, I can't even remember who was first. But it was like, it was Ruben, Paul, killer. Matt Rife went on, killer. Everyone was there to see him. And then Eric Griffin went on. The guy destroyed. And then I had to go last. And it wasn't they weren't there to see me. They didn't know I was going to be there. So I get on stage, and Eric comes off stage. And I'm like, man, dude, this sucks. You killed. And now I got to go on. And he was like, oh, well, it's not one of your theater shows. And he was like, go do it, man. Fuck it. Like trying to like goad me on. And I went on and absolutely zero problem. And I thought it was, I was insecure and I fucking did really well. Really fucking got it. And it made me feel so good, dude. And it's so, here's what I wish. I love stand-up comedy. It's my favorite thing. I wish I could feel that good without things. Come on, life. You drive a hard bargain, life. Come on. Why can't I just feel that good? Why can't I have that much self-esteem that I just feel that way walking somewhere? He's walking on sunshine. Oh, why can't I feel that music? Dude, why can't I feel it? Why am I so... Oh, dude, I mean, look, if I'm at J. Crew, which I never am, this is just, I'm throwing it out there, and a clerk or someone who is saying, trying to sell me a V-neck sweater, it rubs me the wrong way or is rude to me. I go like this. Who cares? Come brush your shoulders off. Ladies as pimps too, come brush your shoulders off. But I fucking literally brush my shoulders off, dude. Because I don't, that person doesn't matter in my life. And I can walk outside of J. Crew on Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena and just I'm still kind of fine. Right? But when it comes to stand-up, it fucking it dictates my mood. So that's great.
Sensational.
Just as fantastic. I wish it didn't. I wish I could just feel that way by myself. But I let Other people determine my self-worth. Yes, dude. And I also with my wife, too. If she ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Ain't all right. Hey, that's all about codependence. If you want to... Wait, no, that's the fucking other one. That's the fat... What's the... If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. Just from my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you. Dude, how hardcore were oldies? Like, the only other songs that people think, like, hip-hop is crass. And like, whoa, dude, are you kidding me? Put a paper bag on her head and fucked her. Like fucking what's his name would say or some shit. What's his name? Slick Rick. Dude, you want to get real gangster? Way back fucking. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. Just from my personal point of view, get an ugly bitch to marry you. They don't give a fuck, dude. Oldies? I like toasting jam. What is that fucking... What is that? I like toasting. I like butter. I like what? Yeah, I like toasting jam. But what's the first one? Worst song of all time, dude. I like bread and butter. Not only are the lyrics bad, the guy singing horrid. It's fucking it's the guy from Simpsons. It's his album. I like bread and butter. I like toast and jam. Who's the one that does that on The Simpsons? Nelson, dude. Anyway, so that's the thing about music is that it's kind of when they started putting lyrics to it, we got real bad music, you know? And I'm not saying we didn't get real good music, but like you listen to some Bach or, you know, Beethoven or Mozart or some shit or some of the lesser known guys who just fucking played the piano or played the violin or whatever it is. You could just kind of zone out, you know? And just listen, you know? Like Kristen will listen to classical music while she's fucking cleaning up the kids' toys, and I'm just like, she's zoning out, dude. Or she's listening to one of her fucking Thorn of Crowns books, you know, audio. I mean, dude, she'll put in ear pods, AirPods, whatever they're called. She'll be just like cleaning up toys, and I'm watching like the latest 2020 or something, and she'll be cleaning up toys, and I'll just hear her go, and I'll say, what? And she says, oh, just fairies. There are fairies fucking in my book. I'm just like, okay. You know, guys have porn. Women have, honestly, thoughts. Isn't that funny? They just have, this is just guys checking out. Guys check out with porn. Women check out with thoughts. Yeah, dude. So it is what it is. But so I came home and I just wish things didn't dictate my mood. I'm just like fucking. It's not bipolar at all or whatever, but it's like, dude. Kristen was singing that song. I mean, dude, Billy. She was putting Billy down to sleep. And she was singing to him, which is like, fine. It's very sweet, actually. But she was like killing it. And she was singing that, hallelujah, hallelujah. Fucking hallelujah, hallelujah. Risen down, dum 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 down, rimming down, and now, oh, hallelujah. And so I'm walking, and I'm like, is that her? Because it's in Billy's room, and the door's closed, and also the what do they call that? The sound machine is on. So I'm like, it's too loud. How loud is this for him? Like if she's just hallelujah just in the baby's ear, hallelujah in the ear, just in the fucking face, the baby's just. And so she gets out, and I was like, "Were that you singing hallelujah?" She's like, "Yeah, you heard it." I was like, "Babe, you were like Pavarotti in there." And so she was like, "Oh yeah, my mom used to sing that to me when I was a kid." And I go, oh, "Cute." So you're just passing it along, all good. I do that too with my kids, when I put them to bed. But I sing the Proclaimers. And I will walk 500 miles, and I will walk 500 more, just to be the man who put 500 miles and walk down at your door. La da 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 da. Walking out. Rum da lum da lum dum da da da. Just fucking. When I wake up, and I know it's gonna be a man who wakes up next to me. Gay. Well, I did the gay version. And so anyway, she's outside now. She goes outside and starts reading her book, And she's outside the book, and I still hear, hallelujah. And I'm just like, dude, you have this song stuck in your head, like of all songs, you're just, dude, she's fucking 32-year-old woman, just. She thought it was upstairs. Dude, and I peek my head out to watch her. She's on offer up on her computer eating a Cliff Bar. And I'm just like, hey, sweetheart. Hey, get it together. With the Cliff Bar just hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Like, dude, just hallelujah. Click, offer $50 for a fucking ceramic plate with an angel on it. Got the life. Anyway, I've already sang too much during this episode, so I have to calm down. I just don't know. I don't know. There was somebody at this fucking place I was just at. Dude, you know what? I just can't wait till AI gets to be like, you can change your face out in public, because first of all, it will be cool because people won't come up to me and be like, wow, you're amazing. David Brent. I'm kidding. And, but for real, you wouldn't have to run into people right? Like, that's the main, and people you kind of know. How about the worst? You want to ruin my day? Run into me and only kind of know me. Because there's always that thing where it's like, do I say hi, or do they say hi? Do they know? Remember we met? So I had to pick a different seat. I hated it. I had to do that too, because I wanted to sit near the person, but then I didn't want to be like, hey, So I picked a different seat, which sucks. Like, I'm a bitch for that. For letting that happen. I should have just went, sup, sat down. But I didn't have it together with me that day. I didn't have it, so it was all good. I need to fucking seriously I fucking hate Cliff Bars. They're so bad. My sons have eaten more Cliff Bars than I ever have already. It's great. And Kristen thinks that they're good for... Can you fucking please write to Kristen that Cliff Bars aren't good for you? My son's going to grow up and want to be a rock climber because of them. Cliff Bar, candy bar. Just eat a fucking Snickers, for fuck's sake. Have pie. Listen, I want to talk to you guys about ShipStation here, okay? When we first started this podcast in 2017, we had some stuff to figure out with the workflow. It was tough, okay? You work at it, though. You make some things better, and boom, you're off to the races, which we were. If you run an e-commerce business, you have to improve certain parts of your workflow, period. ShipStation. ShipStation is the multi-carrier shipping solution that integrates wherever you sell online. It's really great. It really helped us big time. When you optimize your shipping process and connect to a network of expert partners, you reclaim valuable time for what truly matters, and that's growing your business. Don't lose sight of that, right? Merch is an important part of our brand here, and ShipStation is crucial and key in helping me run that and have the merch run and ship on time and all that stuff. So it's got an easy-to-use dashboard. It makes managing orders, smooth label printing, reporting, and customer service easy. Scale your business and reduce warehouse costs with ShipStation's reliable enterprise solutions. You shave thousands off of the shipping costs. It's great. Discounts up to 89% off UPS, DHL Express, and USPS rates. Now listen, 130,000 companies have grown their e-commerce business with ShipStation. You can too, all right? 98% of those companies that stick with ShipStation for a year become customers for life. What else do you want? You're missing out. Work less and ship more with ShipStation, the innovative tool that helps you turn your shipping challenges into opportunities for growth. Go to ShipStation.com and use code CONGRATS to sign up for free 60-day trial. That's ShipStation.com, code CONGRATS. Let's see who's back, actually. You know, I talked about this guy a long time ago. I can't remember his name, but he talks about having sex. Well, not sex, but like sexual. Anyone would say that this was gay, but he's saying it's not gay. It's just men being men. And this guy, I talked about him a year ago, maybe more, and I think since then he's blown up because of how crazy and outlandish he is. But also, I think he was on Your Mom's House, and there's clips of him on there, I'm pretty sure. And this is his new video.
So I just went for a run, did some workouts, some push-ups. I'm just pulling back my foreskin, and I'm just...
Oh, okay. So the matter-of-factness, absolutely just unreal. I'm sorry, I have to listen to that again. I'm sorry.
So I just went for a run, did some workouts, some push-ups. I'm just pulling back my foreskin, and I'm just waving my hummus cannon around.
You know, dude, waving my hummus cannon around? First of all, you don't ever, if you have to say foreskin, you don't start the sentence with so, all right? Unless you're a doctor. So, I went for a run, did some push-ups, we're going to talk about Hummus Canyon.
So I just went for a run, did some workouts, some push-ups. I'm just pulling back my foreskin, and I'm just waving my hummus cannon around, that shroom.
That shroom.
And there's a very subtle pheromonal primal secretion of apocrine pheromones underneath the foreskin and from the sides of the glands.
Bro. Do you hear this? This is a guy that would be on like Joe Rogan, and then Joe Rogan would have him on, and then there would be like 40,000 people that agreed with him.
And the what's it called? The scrotal sac. And it's really interesting.
The what's it called? The scrotal sac.
Interesting, because in ancient Sparta, the men were constantly working out with their foreskins forward. They would wear...
Dude, this guy always goes back to ancient Sparta. He's just like, yeah, I just went for a run. By the way, the men in ancient Sparta used to suck each other off for nutrients.
There's this little thing called a kynodsme, Kynodsme, which in English means dog tie. And it was a string to tie their foreskin forward, and then the foreskin underneath would get very, very sweaty during the workout, during the naked wrestling, etc. And then they would go and shower together, and they would pull back their foreskins, and you get this very rank, primal, masculine, pheromonal release from all of the mushrooms in the bathhouse.
Bro. From all of the mushrooms in the bathhouse. That sounds like a movie that like what's her name would be in. What's her fucking name? Where hold on, I got it. No, Daisy Edgar Jones would be in it. Is that her? Yep. That's 100% Daisy Edgar Jones would be in that movie.
foreskins, and you get this very rank, primal, masculine, pheromonal release from all of the mushrooms in the bathhouse after they wrestled.
What the frick? I put... stop it. There was a timer going off. Whoops. My bad. Sorry, guys. Try to limit that sound.
Naked in the gymnasium. Gymnos means place of male undress.
Gymnos means place of male undress. Also, who cares? You know? Hey, if the ancient Spartans used to pull their foreskins back so they could smell them, that's part of history that we don't need to know about. You know? Dude, you know why? Because I wouldn't need to know if my friends were doing that. How about that? If I don't need to know if my friends were doing it, I don't need to know about it in history. Okay? Sure, I need to know if there was genocide. I need to know if, there was a killing of a queen or a king. I don't care if Spartans tied up their foreskin and got them all sweaty and then pulled back their foreskin to expose their mushrooms to smell rankness. I don't need to know that.
And so I find it really interesting. Men are really missing out on that aspect. Like, there are, hockey dudes who get naked, they pull back their foreskins, and then they'll shoot their hummus onto a cookie.
Sorry. What? There are? Who are these hockey dudes?
But it's always done in the dark, in a sense of in shame and secrecy. Let's bring these rituals back into the light, back into the sun. Let's get those mushrooms out and sniff, 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 and bring in 5D, right? We need to activate the pheromones into the olfactory sense.
Dude, it's so, the internet is not, it shouldn't have been made, you know? It shouldn't have been, it's not this guy that is the problem. This guy's great. He's great. It's a guy that he will influence to take his mushroom out in a fucking outside of ShopRite on the patio. Just I'm getting vitamin D.
So I just went for...
It is weird that people will just talk about everything online. I mean, I have a podcast. This has almost been 400 hours of this podcast, and I've also done a lot of other podcasts. I've said some crazy shit, but that, to believe it and say that and to believe it is absolutely bonkers. But what the fuck do I know, man? He's like, why don't we need to bring those ancient rituals back? No, we evolved past that. We evolved. Also, it didn't happen. I'm sorry. I know there are some weird things that go on throughout history. Maybe I could imagine a world where you're you have to wrestle with guys, so you tie up your penis because of a weird kind of, back then they thought the devil walked among them, and there were people still do, I guess, but then they got, well, now you have to untie the shaft and take a shower. If they even showered. But what a trip, man. Don't do that, huh? Ew. How about this? Ew. What a deviancy out there.
To smile. Now listen carefully to the off-camera voice that has to tell her to smile, honey.
Nancy Kerrigan.
What's this for?
Nancy Kerrigan's so over it.
Coupling to most of the stations across the country that are eager to hear about you.
Do we have an attitude problem here?
Just wanted to welcome you back.
During a parade,
do we have an attitude problem here?
Kerrigan complained to Mickey Mouse. It's so corny, so dumb. I hate it. The most corny thing I've ever done.
She says it's so corny to Mickey Mouse. Look at him looking at her, just waving. This is the most corny thing I've ever done. And just saying it to Mickey Mouse. Hey, also, it's a parade. All parades are corny as shit. And she won a medal, right, for skating? And, it's I guess you're allowed to be in a bad mood. But also, now it kind of explains why your fucking kneecap got bashed in, And I'm not trying to be a dick, but, it's Look, this is the thing about victims. It's like, at some point, you got to be like, look, you got your knee bashed in, and that sucks. Yes, 100% shouldn't have happened, but maybe you shouldn't pitch shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you shouldn't pitch shit, right? I'm not, you know? It's like Bruce Willis in the Die Hard movie where he walks around with the sign that says "I hate" and then the N-word. When he's in the town where most black people are, don't pitch shit. I got in trouble there. Oh yeah, dude, violence is never the answer, but don't pitch shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you shouldn't get bludgeoned in your kneecap, but also be nicer, right? Both things can be true. Can we agree? Can we agree both things can be true? Be nice and also don't bash in kneecaps. So anyway, crazy that happened. If that happened today, it would be news for 8 hours, and then nobody would give a shit. Also, remember there's aliens? Remember that? A few months ago? Remember like 6 months ago? The government is all just like, yeah, dude, there's aliens. And everyone goes like this, oh, fuck. And then they just went grocery shopping because they just went about their day because the world's insane. Remember? Huh? Remember? Oh, man. Absolutely mental. Damn, dude. It was so awesome to go to Disneyland and be next to Mickey Mouse and say this is corny and get paid fucking millies for it, you know? Disneyland. It's so weird, that culture, that people love it. Like, my wife loves it, and like, and I mean, look, my kids think it's fun. Well, actually, I don't know if Billy does. Calvin does, and that's cool. But even when I was a kid, I was like, the fuck's all this shit, you know? I didn't want to be at Disneyland. I wanted to be like at a gift shop, you know? Like, what's this shit? But I never liked that stuff. I never liked any of that stuff. Why, dude? What happened to me when I was so little that I just didn't like that shit from jump? Boy, you think about nurture versus nature, but also, man, it seems like it's in my nature to just not be around those places. I remember I went once to Magic Mountain, or no, what's the other one? Great Adventure, Six Flags. And I was walking around in New Jersey. My friend dad was, I must have been 8. And my friends and his dad, it was a bunch of my friends. It was my friend's birthday. His dad took us all to Six Flags. That's how you say that. And I wasn't saying it right for a while, and it pissed me off. I was walking in Great Adventure. I had my head down for a few minutes, looked up, and I was in a sea of people. And where is everybody? I have no idea. I am officially I'm lost. Okay, I'm 8. I'm like, uh-oh. Okay, dude, what the fuck? If I think about letting my kid, dude, my kid's gonna be when I let them do shit like that. Like, dude, they're not doing sleepovers. No way. Are you kidding? Hey, dude, go stay at someone's house that you're friends with, and I kind of know their dad? No sleepovers. Period. Until you're 35. It's like running for president. But so I'm walking with my friend and his dad, and I look up. Nobody I have ever recognized is anywhere I've ever seen, and there's hundreds of people walking around. And I have this thought where I'm like, oh, this is it. I live alone now. This is it. I'm never going to see anybody I've ever met again. I'm going to have to start a new life. This is all going on in my 8-year-old head. I'm so scared. And this is like those fucking things that my mom watches, the Current Affair or the 2020 late at night on Sunday. This is the shit she watches. My mom's going to be watching me on TV in a fucking 60 Minutes episode. You know, my story. And I'm watching and I look up and I go, oh no. And I just stand there, and I stand there for minutes. Everyone's just whizzing by until finally Sean DeRider came back and said, Chris, there you are. And I was so happy, dude. It was like the time where I got pulled under the undertow. Man, I was in Long Beach Island. I got pulled under the undertow. And I was like, this is it. Dude, man, how about that shit? We have moments in our lives where we just go, oh, shit, this is it. I got pulled under the undercurrent. Dude, my dad, all of a sudden I feel my dad rip me from my arm. And that's actually probably why I have shoulder problems today, which sucks. But hey, he saved my life, dude. And I said, what is that? He said, it's the undertow. That's what happens. I didn't know about it. I learned about it, but he saved my life that summer. No.
Would you like to learn some Chinese?
Let's do it.
Ni hao.
What was that? Wait, what am I saying?
That's Sean Strickland. That's great. God, props to him for asking that. He's learning Chinese here. Props to him for having a heads up. He could have been saying anything.
What am I saying?
Hello.
Meow.
A cat. An angry
I feel
cat.
like I should already start. How do I say work harder, child? So when I start my clothing company and I open up a couple sweatshops, how do I get to the meat and potatoes of work harder? No food for you till you finish.
What about something a bit nicer?
She's crunched, dude. How the fuck do you deal with that? That's hilarious. Dude, don't interview guys that fight. You're gonna get it, dude. You're gonna get it. Wow, this guy, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Okay, let's see what she says.
我爱你.
Is that gonna get my shirts made faster?
Oh yeah.
This guy, dude, he's basically just gonna be president someday.
我爱你.
What? Am I calling myself a here, Helen? What's going on?
Would you like to learn some Chinese?
Dude. Fighters are. Hey, what's the deal with the fight world being so intertwined with stand-up? I guess it's Rogan and Callen that did that, right? I know Rogan obviously has fighters and does the UFC and does that shit, but Brian had the podcast with Fighter and the Kid, brought Brendan on the show. They decided to do a podcast together. And now just every fighter, like, I can't hear about stand-up comedy without hearing about fighters. It's insane. What happened? You know? And I'm like, I see the UFC, and it's like everyone in the UFC, you got fucking Theo there, and you got Tony Hinchcliffe, they're all there and shit. I'm just like, fuck, man, you ain't shit in comedy if you ain't at the UFC. You ain't shit in comedy if you don't talk about arm bars and Kimura. You know? I got all these fighters following me and shit. I follow them back. I don't know. I don't know. Fucking Ryan Garcia, I bring him on. What's going on? What is happening? Why is it not, chefs? That'd be great. Then at least we could eat fucking good. Dude, if I was going to do one thing, if I was going to buy one thing that a rich guy would buy, it would be a chef. Why are good home-cooked meals better, so much better than any restaurants? And restaurants, that's their job, dude. That's their job. Here's the other thing. I've never had better massages than from, like, friends. Yeah, how about that, dude? Burke Williams, go fuck yourself, dude. I'm going to get somebody to come over from an app? Who is that? What do they do? Hey, how's the pressure? Can you do a little harder? They do a little bit harder. It's not hard enough. Is it good? Yeah. Charge it to the game. When you got a friend rubbing you, dude, and I don't care, dude. I'll let a dude rub me straight up, not non-sexual. It doesn't matter, dude. I'm so secure. I'll let a dude just do that, play the piano on my shoulders. That's nice, man. One time I let a dude rub my feet. I don't care, dude. I'm real. He rubbed my feet. Dude, I let him rub my feet, and honestly, it was a little weird, but I fucking was like, dude, nah, I can still do it. And I sat there, let him rub my feet until he was finished. Fuck. That's cool, man. I'm cool. Feet. How about Jeremy Renner? Looks fantastic. You see him on Men's Health? Bro, hey, is getting hit by a fucking tractor trailer, what did he get hit by? Snowplow? Hey, is that the best thing that ever happened to you, dude? Hey, you look fantastic, Jeremy Renner. Hey, Jeremy Renner, you're shredded. Dude, hey, you got hit by a snowplow like 3 weeks ago, and you look fucking younger. Hey, somebody run me over with a snowplow. Because here's the deal. You either let something like that eat you alive or make you better. Fuck, he's in the goddamn beans again. You can be a victim or turn it on its ass and make you better. Jeremy Renner is built like a brick shithouse after getting run over by a snowplow. You saw him? You saw him? He's got metal on the side of his face. In his face, and he just goes, I guess whenever I go to the airport, they got to frisk me because there's metal in my body, and whenever I go through, it's going to beep, so you're going to have to frisk me. And the dude just looks amazing, bro. And he's 50 or something? And my shoulder, and it's like my shoulder, dude. And so I'm like 44, but like my shoulder hurts, and I go, oh, I don't. Just hit me with a fucking snowplow. Let me hit rock bottom with my physicality. Men's Health. On the cover of Men's Health, he looks great. He's great. He's one of my favorites, as you know that. If you listen to this podcast, he's one of my favorites. Got it all. Fucking music career, acting career, Jeep commercials. Just fucking awesome. Lives in somewhere like beautiful, like either like Big Bear or Tahoe or some shit. Love it. God damn. I need to be more of a man like that. Dude, I saw this great movie yesterday, 2 days ago. I don't know when. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I've been dying to see it. It's called In a Violent Nature, and it's a horror movie that follows this. I want to say serial killer, but I mean, he's a dead being that comes up because of someone steals his locket from the tree. It sounds corny, but it's so well done, dude. And I love that. Like, you can make a bad all right. So here's what the movie's about. A guy was. By mistake, 70 years ago, somebody killed this kid, okay? And the dad went to go confront the people that did it, but a fight broke out, and the dad ended up dying, okay? So then there was like this lore that the next week, everyone in that place was, I'm not spoiling it, was dismembered and killed, okay? So now, this happened 70 years ago. So the movie takes place nowadays, and there's these people are in this campsite, I guess, and they see this gold locket, and they pull it off of this tree, and then that reignites this guy from underground, and he gets up, and it's apparently the dad seeking vengeance for whoever is around. And so he just goes on a killing spree and starts killing everybody. That sounds on its face just like, at best, fine. Like, it's just a story that you can make up in 10 minutes, And it's not like the dialogue is amazing. There's barely dialogue. It's this guy, you hear everything through this serial killer. You're following him. It's like it's directed by Gus Van Sant. The camera's just behind the character, and he keeps walking. And you're following the serial killer, and the dialogue you hear is pretty much like overheard, right? So it's done in a different way. It's a little bit like Jason, if the movie Jason wasn't about the kids, it was more about Jason, and it's a fine story that I feel like you can make up in an hour. Not even. You can make it up in a half an hour. Not even. 20 minutes. Not even. 10. And they made this movie, and they made it really, really good, dude. And I'm like, it doesn't matter what it's about. And my wife wasn't watching, but I was watching, and she was like, tootling, cleaning, and doing different shit. And I was like, man, this movie is just, I say, it's just great. And she says, it is? And I was like, yeah, because I told her what it was about. And I was like, it doesn't, you can make anything good. You can make any movie good. This is why I don't understand that they make like top priced, big budget, expensive actors, pay writers millions of dollars to make this absolute horse shit. Hollywood is they make time and time again horrible movies. But for them to make a very simple movie with a simple story with no real moments where it's like, oh, it's just straightforward about a dad trying to get his locket back, And it's really good. Dude, first of all, the gore is crazy. And I'm not a gore guy. I don't care if something's gory. But the way they did it, I don't even know how they did it. It looks so real. They kill one guy with it's like this drawn out scene with like a log splitter. And they just the killer just puts a guy's head on it and he just cuts his head off. And I'm just like, that's real life. That's really documented. They did that. I don't understand AI, and this wasn't AI, but the fact that special effects can be that good, it's one thing to have, Cyclops I-beam a spacecraft, because you don't really know what that looks like, in real life. You don't know. You can't really imagine what that would look like. A Pegasus on fire flying in from Venus. You don't know what that looks like, okay? But you kind of can gather based on all of the other things you've seen in your life what it might be like for somebody's head to get lopped off by a log splitter. And I'll tell you, dude, I'll be damned. They nailed it. So it's like, they can do that. You got to see this movie, dude. I'm watching this shit. No cuts. It's my favorite movies are boring. My favorite movies are boring. And that's a negative connotation, because I don't mean actually boring, because I'm watching the movie. Why would I watch something boring? But things that take their time, and this movie takes its time. Every shot, it takes its time. And you're just like, why isn't anything moving? And it's just amazing. Yes, that's my movie review for In a Violent Nature. I wanted to see it for so long, dude. I wanted to see it for so long. I saw the preview 3 months ago. I kept waiting for it to come out. Sure enough, it came out on Apple. Bought it for $20. It's great. It'll be on Shudder soon. It's on Shudder. But I'm just I'm happy they make these movies like this. I'm happy they make good movies sometimes, because they fucking, God, Hollywood, dude. These movies suck. And this is Hollywood still, but at least it's independent or whatever, some guy.
I do. That's why I'm recording it. I want the world to.
Oh, wow. Trying to prove your wife you're still him. Amazing. Here we go.
Believe you too, so when you say it.
It's a bitch. I was trying. No.
It went exactly how I thought it was.
Oh. That's a pretty high up there deserve it scale. Because honestly,
it went exactly how I thought it was going to go.
He hurt himself a little bit. And it's funny, but he didn't get too bashed up.
It started off as a joke. My wife don't believe that I can jump.
I do. That's why I'm recording it. I want the world to believe you too, so when you say it.
Well, why is he in flip-flop? Did he even try, bro? That's really funny, actually. I'd give that a 7 or an 8. I always rate everything 7 or 8, I think. Like that guy. What's his name? The bucktooth guy. Here we go. Here's another one. Bevo. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, no. That's great. She kicks this bag over, and the bag had other plans, dude. She took a nap, dude. Dealt with. Dude, this dealt with, dude. Love it. Wow, that's amazing. That's great. Love it. She just got fucking handled. Here we go. Here's one. Fuck this whole family, just in particular, including the dog. All right, dude, let's see. Here we go. This is Deserve It Skill. No music. We don't need the music. The kid running up. All right. Carrying the kid onto the... Why? It's not that bad. Oh, that's hilarious. But who deserved what, though? Oh, man. Ivan, he halfway through, he's like, nah, it's not good. The what? Oh, it's not a deserve it. Okay. Yeah, okay. The fucking... Oh, wow. Every family member got hit. Oh, that's amazing. Never mind. I see it now. The dog, dude. Oh, wow. What? Wow. This is very interesting. It turned into something that I really like. Okay. Boom. She falls a little bit, hurts herself, gets hit in the face. Dad comes up, tries to help. Oh, it's okay. Boom. The other kid gets belted in the head. And then the dog. Oh, man. You know what? That's one of those ones that you had to look at for a while, like those 3D fucking things that jump out at you. That's a good one, man. Fucking, I doubted you for a second, Ivan, but that one was good. All right, so when you try to bring down the house, here we go. Anytime someone is up on a table or up on a... oh, no. Big bad mistake, dude. Wow. That is... Big bad mistake. Oh, my God. Dealt with, dude. That person, she got dealt with, whatever. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but, dude, holy shit. Just, when you're feeling good about yourself, you're like, I can do it. Fuck it, I can do it. And then just rupture your L1. Wow. That's tough. I was saying that dealt with shit with my kid the other day with Calvin, because he was like, we were watching these cars get hit, dude, with, he watches these Griff's Garage things called Griff's Garage. Dude, the shit that kids only want to watch YouTube, by the way. It doesn't matter. Like, remember how they would produce, like, dope shows as kids and stuff? And you'd watch, like, you'd be like, oh, it's fucking Sunday morning, Saturday morning cartoons. Awesome. He-Man, Lion-O. We get to watch some cool stuff, right? Hanna-Barbera. No, dude, he wants to watch Griff's Garage. All it is certain automobiles driving down a ramp getting bashed by hammers. Okay? That's what he wants to watch. And I'll tell you something. I watched it, and it's good, bro. And I don't know why, but it's so satisfying when they get smashed by those hammers. So we're watching Griff Garage, and I just happened to say, like, oh, that car got dealt with. And then my son started saying, like, he's dealt with. And he kept on saying, oh, they got dealt with. Oh, dealt with. And then he said, how dealt with did he get? And then he said, are they all dealt withing? Dude. And I'm just like, nothing is more fun than this moment, man. Yes! It's beautiful. Listen, thank you guys very much. That's the rest of the episode. That's the episode. If you want to watch the rest of the episode, go to patreon.com/Chris D'Elia. You get all the back episodes, too, if you sign up for the Patreon. I'll see you soon, Australia. And I'll see you Duluth and Dallas. Go to chrisdelia.com. A bunch of dates up there. Thanks a lot.